Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel with my husband.
Hey, everybody.
For the topic today is bad comment of YouTube.
Yeah, actually, it's not even YouTube. It was PayPal.
Yeah, people.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was odd. So, what May experienced 3 or 4 days ago
Yes.
was she received a donation on PayPal.
Yes.
And every now and then we get a PayPal donation.
Yes.
Not very many, but that's okay. And they'll usually say something like, here's 20 bucks. If I get one, it says, take baby May out to lunch. Enjoy your channel. And that's always nice. And we always send back an email and thank people.
Yes.
And I do just that. If they say, take her to lunch, I take her to lunch. So, but we don't solicit that kind of stuff. We don't have buy me a coffee or any of that other jazz. We don't do affiliate marketing with dating sites or anything else. We just enjoy doing the content.
Yes.
Right? So, okay. And the PayPal is generally the money that does come into her channel and mine is for other people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I'll interview somebody, usually a lady.
Ladies.
And she may have a struggle or a disability or something like that. The same with you.
Yes.
And people that are kind-hearted will send in 20 bucks, 50 bucks, say, please give this to so-and-so and help her with her education or whatever.
Yes.
And we make sure that we do it. And we always take a photograph of us giving them the money,
Yes.
just in case there's any question or impropriety. So the other day, May got a PayPal donation for $25,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And I think day one, you didn't say anything to me. And then day two, the guy had, I guess I should back up, the guy had written this big, long letter, basically, to you that you couldn't read.
So long.
Yeah, well,
More question.
May doesn't read English, okay? She can read Tagalog, and she can read Visayan. She can speak English to a certain level, yet she cannot read it any more than I can read French or Spanish. It's just a foreign language. So she has to wait for me. If it's a big, small things like, hey, enjoyed the channel, you understand that.
Yes.
That's easy. But with these big, long, drawn out
question,
questions and nonsense, I shouldn't say nonsense because some of them are very sweet, but I'll read it for her. And so she didn't even bring it to my attention. But then the next day, this guy that sent her the $25 followed up and was hounding her like, hey, you haven't answered my question.
Yeah.
Did you get my donation? Did you get my gift? I think is what he said.
Yeah.
Did you get my small gift? And blah, blah, blah. And we were just flat out busy.
Yes.
We weren't together very much the last few days, except for yesterday when we answered it. But a few days before, when he first sent this, you were going that way, I was going that way. And we do have a life. And so sometimes when we get home, we do forget things. I forget comments or whatever.
Yes.
And that's just kind of the way the cycle goes. So on day 3, he sent you yet another probe.
Yeah.
Hey, when are you going to answer my questions? And she goes, will you please take a look at this? And I had a sneaking suspicion that there was a big agenda attached to this, because this guy was just really hounding her to get back to him. And I actually had an idea about what was in that comment or that request. And unfortunately, I was right. And it always has to do with women. Now, what he wanted to know, and I went to go look it up just now, but it's no longer there, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I wanted to reread it, but it's history. He said he's a 34 years old,
Yes.
Mexican American, and living in somewhere in the United States, and watches your channel and my channel.
Yes.
So I guess that's supposed to build us up to some degree when they say that, and which we of course appreciate. But he said he had this question about, can we tell him how he can work over here in the Philippines? Well, I'm retired. I don't work. You really can't work over here without a specific work permit. And it struck me as odd that someone 34, who I assume is tech savvy to some degree, knows how to Google that same question or go on Chat GPT and say, hey, how do I work in the Philippines or get a job or whatever? That doesn't need to hear it from us. We don't, neither one of us have a job over here, or at least I don't as a foreigner. And I know that it's a lot of hoops to go through, and I've never thought the juice was worth a squeeze anyway. All right, so that's there. And then he had questions about different women that you
Yes.
had on your channel. And he didn't get specific about it, but he said, do you think you could help teach me how to meet Filipinas over there? I find them beautiful. And it's like, how do you teach someone to meet a lady? I don't think we don't have a course that we have. I mean, we happen to meet each other, but that was after I was here for 2 years, and I don't have a formula. She doesn't have a formula. I mean, romance happens or it doesn't. Dating happens or it doesn't happen. Then it got weird because he said, and do you have any sisters
Or cousin.
or cousins that you could straight up introduce me to? And I said, now this has gone over the line. This has crossed the barrier. I understand guys have called up or rang up or whatever and said, hey, I really, take a liking to so and so. And our standard reply is, fine, we'll send her your Facebook. And if she wants to add you, she can contact you. And if she doesn't, you're out of luck. But no, we're not going to give out this woman's personal information. Ted Bundy. So that's kind of where that's at on that. So what did we do with his $25?
I refund.
You gave him a refund. I said, we didn't talk to him. We didn't answer it. I said, what do you think? I mean, I had it in my head. We should give this guy back his little 20, not his little, obviously it's $25, it's $25. But there was such an agenda attached to it. And he wanted to buy us to use as his I don't know, help him with a job. I'm sure if we had accommodated him in any way, shape, or form, he would have then hounded us into the ground to help him find an apartment and where to do this and how to get there and how much are plane tickets and all this stuff. So I guess the moral of the story is Baby May's not for sale. I guess we all have a number, but it ain't $25. How did you feel about giving him back the refund? Did you feel good about it?
Yeah, I'm so happy
Yeah.
because she always me said, hey, are you receive my I send you the $25, and then I don't know how to reply, so that's why I went into the phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's an uncomfortable position to be put in, but it was really easily solved just by kicking him back his money. And now I'm thinking, I'd be curious to hear what you guys say if you're still with us. I wonder what he's thinking. We just never replied. She just gave him back his money
Yeah.
and said sayonara. I mean, we don't work for people. We're self-employed. With just the YouTube channel.
Yes.
We're happy with just the AdSense
Yes.
money. And we just bounce along and hope people will watch and like the videos, and that's that.
Yeah.
And then let's touch real quick on your sister. You want to talk about her getting married?
Yeah. You
So-
can share about that.
Oh, thanks. Well, her sister Jing just got married to Ray
Yes.
and had a nice reception
Yes.
and did the whole deal over at the Bethel.
Yes.
And that was nice. We want to thank all the family and friends that
Yes.
showed up for that and participated. And we'd like to wish them both a long and fruitful and filled with love marriage
Yes.
as they move into the future as
Yeah.
husband and wife.
Yes. Jing and Ray, he met your channel.
That's right. They met through my channel. Speaking of $25 and hooking people up. but that's another story. Ray did call me up and say, "Hey, can I? He had seen Jing on my channel,
Yeah.
and he expressed an interest in her. And I did what we just talked about 2 or 3, 4 minutes ago. Well, I said, I don't know, man. I'll send her over your Facebook. And she did. She responded to him.
Yeah.
And here we are 3 years later, and they're wedded couple.
Like a
So,
magic.
yeah, score one for baby May.
Yes.
She helped her sister. She helped Ray, and it was all from the little YouTube channel. Well,
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
responsible for like 5 people. She's responsible for about 5 people getting married,
Yeah.
and happily married. And again, just following the protocols that we think are necessary
Yeah.
for the girl's safety and all that, because you don't know who some stranger is
Yes.
online, as nice as they may appear or seem to be. But I knew this dude was when he was started hounding you, he had an agenda. And that's the one thing that I'm very cautious of. We both know that everybody, including us, have an agenda. And is it a good agenda, or
Yeah.
is it one that's a little hinky? So I guess that's the video, huh?
Yes.
We'll make it short, we'll make it sweet. We just wanted to say hi from Baby May and from myself, and hope everybody's doing good out there.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys, for always support to my YouTube channel and the Ripple channel. And see you next video. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.